Hey friends, today I am going to be creating some scrap embellishments. So I've been working on getting my scrap stashes down and coming up with unique and fun ways to make embellishments with them. So I created these little embellishments, I guess you want to call them. Some of them have rounded corners. Some of them, the corners are like just cut off. I've got this one here that's still drying. I used my punch and made it ticket shaped. So all I did was just grab a bunch of scraps. It doesn't matter what they are. These scraps in particular are using scraps from the Echo Park Farmhouse Christmas collection. The stickers are just stickers from my stash that are in a pile that need to be used up by the end of the year, or I had to get rid of them. So I've been really working on using them up. And so this is what I came up with. So I think these turned out cute. I did some little layering of different papers in the corners. I used these sentiments from this Happy Planner Christmas Joy sticker book. So we have this one, little holiday playlist. Then I used some jimmies. I also used some Nuvo drops on a couple that are still drying. Like this one has the Nuvo drops that are still drying. This one has the Nuvo drops here. And then I just kind of cut the papers to all different sizes. So you have small ones and large ones, but I like the larger ones better, and I think that also lets you use up more of your stash. So what you will need is some scrap papers. So this little pile here is just if I want to do any layering. So I've got some music paper, some glitter cardstock, and some other papers. Then I have a pile of scraps here that measure 3 inches by 1 inch. And then I have a bunch of little scraps here that measure differently. So they're all just kind of what they were, and then trim them down to the size that you want. And that's what forms these little banners here. And then you need some stickers or embellishments or whatever you want to create with. I also have scissors, some adhesive, my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I've got both my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper and the corner rounder, and the stub and scallop. I've got my glue gun on, ready to be used. And then I have this Happy Planner Christmas Joy sticker book. And I also have some different jimmies and Nuvo drops beside me. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, I'm just going to start figuring out if I want to corner round these or make these into tickets. So for the ones that have the sides cut off like this, I just went through and just trimmed them, and I'm not trying to make them perfect. I'm just going through and just giving the edges a little diagonal cut. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So let's do a couple with that. And let's do a couple corner rounded. And I'm just trying to choose different designs. And then lastly, I'll do the stub. And then I think I'll leave these squared off. So let me clean up my little pieces here and we can start decorating. It's as simple as that. You could hand round these if you wanted to, instead of pulling out the punches. I just like to use those punches and things that I spent money on and use them when I can. All right, so we've got some rounded off, some squared ones. We've got these little diagonal cuts, and we have 2 tickets. As you can see, like even my tickets aren't perfect here. That's fine with me. It doesn't have to be perfect. If like I'm not, this bugs me just a little bit. Like this one isn't perfect, but it's not as bad as this. So what I could do here, if you're not happy with the outcome, is just trim this. Trim those edges off and you'll have a squared off piece. You can do that. It makes your paper a little bit smaller, but that's okay. All right, and then what you want to do is go through this stack here, and you can tear the edges. I like to match them up, so give them a tear. And I like to kind of make sure that one's a little longer than the other. And I am going to staple. And then I'm just going to trim off that edge and figure out where I want this one to go. I think let's put this one, let's do that one with the blue trees. And then that's what you're going to do with your little scraps here. If you want to fishtail them, you could fishtail them. Let's do a fishtail. Again, just putting one a little bit taller and one a little bit shorter, stapling, and then I'm going to trim off that bottom part. Let's do this one with the red. All right, so you're going to do that for all of the pieces that you want to do. I like to mass produce these. Oh, and then the other way you can do it is making just a diagonal cut like this. And again, I'm going to staple. I find it just as easy. I'm going to trim that little extra bit off. And we're going to put this one. I think that one would look cute there. All right, so you're just going to continue to do that with your little scraps here that you want to make your little fishtail or your ends of your embellishments. So let's go ahead and we're going to stick these aside and we're going to work on these. I'm going to work on these 3. And what I did after I stapled it, I just added a little bit of glue. And then figure out where exactly I want it placed at the end of my embellishment there. And then if you want some extra security, you can go back in and staple again. That also gives your embellishment a little texture. Let's do this one. And let's do this last one. And then you can make these little ends as big or as little as you want. So if you don't like the large look, you could make them small like this. That is all up to how you want to create. So after we have our little tails at the end of our embellishment, we're ready to decorate. So I'm going to grab some of these papers. See, I'm going to grab the music. And this just, again, lets you use up some of those little pieces of scraps that you have laying around. So we're going to do 2 with the music, and then I have the lights. And let's see, let's do this one in silver because it's got the blue theme to it. We're going to add that there. Just as simple as that. Now, let's see what kind of stickers we want to use. And I have just one of my little musical guys there, so maybe I will use him up on, let's do this one. And I do like to put a little bit of hot glue. Now, from experience, I know that this type of sticker here does perfectly fine with my hot glue. But if you have a puffy sticker that doesn't do good with hot glue, you could just use your adhesive or your wet glue. Now, he's going to be sticky back here, but we're going to use some cornstarch to make that less sticky. So we have our little sticker on him. Let's embellish these last 2. I think this egg glue would kind of be cute on this one. So again, I'm going to add a little extra hot glue. Some of these stickers have been around in my stash for a while. And we're going to add our little egg glue down. And then let's find one for here. Let's see. Maybe one of the Santas. I try not to think too much of it, but I also don't want to put something on here that's too large. Let's grab one of our gingerbread men. Let's grab the little chef. All right, so we are done with those. I am going to grab my pokey tool, and I'm going to grab the star off of here and put that down, and maybe this peppermint. Now, after this, all we need to do is put our sentiment and choose our Jimmy or Nouveau drops that we would like to add. So let me open up to the page. So we have white and gold, or we have this kind of colored one. I really like the white and gold. So let's do Christmas cookies for the gingerbread. And I'm going to grab my Westcott titanium scissors for this because they are non-stick. I'm going to do a little trimming at the end. This would be fun to make these in all different sizes and send these out to crafty friends. All right, so that one's done. Let's see, he's playing his instrument. Let's do Christmas Parade. So these are a little bit longer. I could almost put my word lengthwise, but I like cutting them up. It fills this space more, if I do it that way. And I kind of like the look of making them kind of wonky here. So we do Christmas Parade. And we have our little igloo. So let's see, do we have anything fun for, like, Let It Snow? Jingle bells, Christmas lights by the fireside. We have Fa La La La. Let's do Christmas memories. And I prefer the white and gold than I do the colored ones, but I did use some of those in my other embellishments. I feel like this one really could have used a colored one, but it doesn't blend in too bad. All right, so now that we have our sentiments, all we need to do is add down some Nuvo drops or some jimmies. So I'm going to grab some blue ones for this one. And that one is done. How cute and simple are these? Oops, a little glue string there. And then this one, I'm going to grab these really fun, clear, iridescent ones. And then let's do a green. Do a green over here with the clear. And that one is all done. And for this one, we definitely need to add red, and I'm really low on my red, but I think I could get away with adding one of these super large ones here because I have a lot of extra space. So let's add a really large one, and then we'll go in with maybe a small green, and we'll do a cluster, use one of the clear. There we go. You could also use your Nuvo drops as well. So I think these turned out super cute. And I'm going to keep crafting these, using up a little bit more of those stickers and my scrap papers. So I hope you will take the time to create some of these. I'd love to see your pictures if you do. I'm really having a lot of fun with Christmas crafting, and I will be sharing some more projects with you guys in the future. So thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.